Hearn today, same with Zuffa.
Yes, so compadre.
What do you make of that? Conor Benn leaving Eddie Hearn and going to Zuffa boxing.
Eddie Hearn must be pissed off. Eddie Hearn must be pissed off. My God, how can they do that to Eddie Hearn? It is not right.
Me personally, pretty devastated. Like, I've had a few days to digest what might happen, so maybe this interview's different to what it would have been a couple of days ago.
Oscar de la Hoya has weighed in on this Conor Benn to Zuffa boxing story, and his remarks echo a wider debate in the sport about tradition and loyalty. His comments make it clear that many question whether this new Zuffa experiment truly benefits boxing or simply highlights the shift away from established promoters like Eddie Hearn.
But guess what, motherfucker? We're just telling the facts.
You can't handle the truth.
I have never in my entire life seen somebody truly believe they're absolutely killing it while they're actually doing jack shit.
Oscar de la Hoya doesn't hold back as he questions Eddie Hearn's handling of Conor Benn. He mocks the idea that Benn's new deal makes sense and suggests Hearn has been caught off guard, making it clear that in his eyes Benn's move reflects badly on the promoter's authority and reputation.
Big deal.
For 8 figures.
And what I don't understand is, like, yeah, who is paying him? I don't understand who is paying him, Conor Benn, because he's going to demand a lot of money. If it's going to be 8 figures, whatever it might be, he's going to demand a lot of money. So I'm not sure who's going to pay.
Ariel Helwani lays out the full picture of Eddie Hearn's loyalty to Conor Benn. Hearn fought for him, defended him through every hurdle, and treated him like more than just a fighter. Benn walking away for Zuffa boxing completely dismisses that support and shows a shocking lack of gratitude compared to Hearn's unwavering commitment.
Close Eddie and Conor are. We know about Eddie Hearn and Frank Smith staying by his side, fighting for him, defending him through his whole process with the British Boxing Board of Control, all the stuff that happened in the lead up to the first Eubank fight that never happened, to the second one, to the third one, everything that happened, all the arguments, all the debates. Eddie and Conor were joined at the hip. It seemed like they were more friends than promoter-fighter. It seemed like they had the strongest of bonds and one that would never break, just like it never broke with Anthony Joshua, just like it never broke.
Chris Eubank Jr. lays bare Conor Benn's betrayal. Eddie Hearn supported Benn through every legal and personal challenge, gave him financial help, and protected his career. Benn walking away without any recognition or respect exposes him as ungrateful and shows the stark difference between Hearn's loyalty and Benn's opportunism. Eddie Hearn reveals the respect he tried to maintain despite Benn's decision. He reached out personally to discuss the deal and expected at least a conversation in return. Benn's refusal shows a lack of gratitude and disrespect, highlighting a massive contrast between Hearn's loyalty and Benn's opportunistic behavior. This underlines how much Eddie gave to him, making Benn's move even more shocking to fans and insiders alike.
And again, I'm not going to hang him out to dry, and he will say, well, it was a big offer, right? But, you know, when I received the email from his lawyer, I texted him and said, I think we should have a call. I think you, for everything I've done for you, I think I deserve a call. And he said no. And I was like, man, fuck.
Oscar de la Hoya openly questions how Eddie Hearn could be treated this way. Benn's sudden move to Zuffa boxing and the massive one-fight deal shows poor planning and disrespect. Hearn's investment in Benn contrasts sharply with the uncertainty of who is even backing this new deal. It emphasizes the loyalty and hard work Hearn gave Benn, making the split appear opportunistic and ungrateful from Benn's side.
Eddie Hearn must be pissed off. Eddie Hearn must be pissed off. My God, how can they do that to Eddie Hearn? It is not right. I heard it's a one-fight deal.
For 8 figures.
And what I don't understand is, like, yeah, who is paying him? I don't understand who is paying him, Conor Benn. because he's going to demand a lot of money. If it's going to be 8 figures, whatever it might be, he's going to demand a lot of money. So I'm not sure who's going to pay.
Eddie Hearn reflects on years of effort and support for Conor Benn. He invested money, time, and belief in a fighter many doubted. Benn's departure makes that effort feel wasted, as it ignores the loyalty and protection Hearn provided. This moment highlights the stark contrast between Hearn's dedication and Benn's ungrateful exit, painting Benn as someone willing to abandon the person who built him for a bigger short-term payday.
I don't know, feels a little bit of a wasted few years, because I gave a lot. You know how hard I fought, you know, when no one believed him. No one backed him. I did, I believed him, and I backed him. And I never gave in. When he was done, out, loaned him hundreds of thousands of pounds. But yeah. On we go.
Chris Eubank Jr.'s manager points out the complete lack of loyalty in modern boxing. Eddie Hearn supported Benn through drug bans and personal issues, yet Benn followed the money instead of showing gratitude. This exposes the stark difference between Hearn's dedication to his fighters and Benn's opportunism, reinforcing the idea that Hearn's reputation for loyalty is unmatched while Benn chose financial gain over respect.
That's crazy work. I mean, the guy had his back when he was banned for the drugs scandal and the rest of it. You would presume he'd show him some loyalty, but listen, money talks in this game, I guess. That's what it looks like nowadays. There's no loyalty. Everyone just follows the pound note or the dollar sign.
This statement highlights Eddie Hearn's unwavering support for Conor Benn. Hearn guided him through personal and professional challenges that could have destroyed his career. Benn's sudden switch to Zuffa boxing, without communication or gratitude, exposes him as opportunistic. The contrast between Hearn's loyalty and Benn's self-interest is glaring, reinforcing that Hearn's dedication extends beyond business and shows the deep betrayal felt by all those who backed Benn from the start.
Man, the new signee of Zuffa Boxing. Unbelievable. This was Eddie's dude, man. I don't even have words for this. When Conor Benn came into boxing and he started getting promoted by Eddie Hearn, Eddie had his back through everything. I'm talking the drug tests, the failures, the freaking time off when he was at his lowest. He was with him, he stuck with him,
Jamie Moore underlines the extreme lengths Eddie Hearn went to for Conor Benn, putting his own reputation on the line to protect and guide him. Benn's move to Zuffa boxing disregards this effort entirely. This scenario exposes Benn's lack of respect and contrasts sharply with Hearn's loyalty. It demonstrates how rare it is in boxing to find a promoter who genuinely invests in his fighters' lives and careers, making Benn's departure feel not only shocking but deeply ungrateful.
Agree, Eddie, above and beyond anything he ever needed to do for Conor Benn during all that situation, put his neck on the line. That's why I believe it's such a big shot. I don't know the details of anything yet. I don't think even anything's breaking about numbers and stuff like that, but I just can't believe it.
Ariel Helwani captures the shock felt across boxing at Benn's departure. No one expected this move, and it came without warning. Eddie Hearn had built Benn's career from the ground up, defending him, investing in him, and supporting him personally. The sudden switch to Zuffa boxing looks like a betrayal of that relationship. Benn's actions show a focus on immediate financial gain over loyalty and respect, highlighting a growing divide between fighters who chase money and promoters who truly back their athletes.
Benn has left Matchroom Boxing and has signed with Zuffa Boxing. When I saw this, first off, I thought it was fake. There were no rumors of him, being a free agent, no rumors of him shopping his services, no rumors of him even looking at Zuffa, no rumors of Zuffa talking to him, none of that. And then all of a sudden, this comes through on a Friday night, an absolute...
Sonny Edwards emphasizes just how loyal Eddie Hearn has been to Conor Benn. Hearn supported him through scandals, setbacks, and tough decisions, always putting his reputation on the line. Benn walking away after all of this shows disregard for loyalty and respect. This move undermines everything Hearn did to establish him as a top fighter in the UK, highlighting Benn's opportunistic mindset over gratitude and reinforcing Hearn's reputation as a promoter who truly backs his fighters.
Very, very surprised. You know, Matchroom and Conor Benn have been working together since day dot. Apart from the sort of Saudi shows, I'm pretty sure Conor's not really fought on another promoter's fought on another promoter's card or anything, and they've done a great job standing by him, even when, you know, the worst news came out, foul drugs test, etc. Eddie batted for him, defended him, put his reputation on the line, and, you know, coming off the back of already earning millions, really surprised, to be honest. I didn't expect it in the slight.
Errol Spence questions whether a boxer should prioritize loyalty or self-interest, a debate Benn's actions make very clear. Conor Benn's decision to leave Eddie Hearn shows he prioritizes deals over the promoter who invested in him from the beginning. It highlights the growing trend of fighters chasing immediate gains instead of respecting those who built their careers. Hearn's unwavering loyalty stands in stark contrast to Benn's opportunism, demonstrating why this split is widely viewed as a betrayal in the boxing community.
I don't know, man. You know, shit. I mean, he did whatever.
Alright, this is a good question for you. Just your thoughts on this. Do you think a boxer has any loyalty to a promoter, or is it to himself and what's best for him? Because a lot of people questioning Conor right
Shit,
now.
I got loyalty to have.
Gareth Davies doesn't mince words, and it is hard to disagree. Conor Benn's departure from Eddie Hearn is not just surprising, it feels like a betrayal to everyone who backed him. Eddie Hearn invested in Benn's career, offered guidance through personal and professional challenges, and shielded him from scrutiny and setbacks. Benn walking away to sign a lucrative one-fight deal with Zuffa Boxing shows he prioritizes money over loyalty, undermining the years of effort Hearn dedicated to building his career. This move exposes a pattern of opportunism and ingratitude, highlighting the stark contrast between a promoter who genuinely cares for his fighters and a boxer willing to discard that support for a short-term payday. Benn's decision damages his reputation and reinforces Eddie Hearn's status as a promoter who goes above and beyond for his fighters.
That it was a complete shock, and the whole world was shocked by it. But as Mickey Duff used to say, if you want loyalty in boxing, get a dog. And as Eddie admitted in the interview, he'd forgotten this was boxing. It's the biggest shock because Conor Benn was like his boy in many ways the last 10 years, and they went through that whole drugs case together. Eddie went out on a limb. There was that feeling. It's a bit like when a couple you think their life is they're never going to break up, and they tell you they're getting it.
Nigel Benn acknowledges Conor Benn's dedication in the gym, which cannot be denied. However, training ethic and loyalty are completely separate matters. Despite Benn's hard work, he has shown a lack of respect toward Eddie Hearn, the promoter who shaped his career. Hearn backed him through drug tests, legal issues, financial struggles, and personal crises, yet Benn abandoned him for a short-term deal with Zuffa Boxing. This contrast highlights that effort in the gym does not excuse betrayal outside of it. Fighters may be talented, but loyalty and respect define a career's legacy. Eddie Hearn's investment in Benn went far beyond the ordinary promoter-fighter relationship, making this split a stark example of ungratefulness. Benn's physical commitment cannot mask the moral failure of leaving the man who built him.
It's a different mindset, Jay. That's the good thing about it. Because he's training, he's always been an impeccable trainer. When it comes to training, I've never known anyone that trains harder than Conor. Never.
Jesse Vargas captures the shock and disappointment felt by the boxing world. Eddie Hearn's fighters are known for loyalty, and he has built careers with care and integrity. Conor Benn leaving Hearn for Zuffa Boxing is more than a business move. It is a betrayal of trust and gratitude. Hearn nurtured Benn's talent, defended him through controversies, and invested both money and reputation in his growth. Benn's decision to abandon that support for a single financial deal illustrates a lack of respect and a short-sighted approach to career building. This incident not only tarnishes Benn's image but also underscores Eddie Hearn's extraordinary commitment to his fighters, demonstrating why he is regarded as one of the most loyal and dedicated promoters in modern boxing. Benn's actions leave him looking opportunistic rather than heroic.
Interesting. I mean, who knows if it would happen? I mean, I feel like Eddie's all about loyalty, and I would assume you said that he's one of Eddie's guys, right, for a long time.
Outside of Anthony Joshua and Katie Taylor, he's probably the biggest UK star that Matchroom have. Yeah.
So I guess again, Eddie Hearn is all about loyalty.
Eddie Hearn has once again proven why he is one of the most loyal and dedicated promoters in boxing history, going above and beyond for Conor Benn at every turn. He defended him through legal issues, drug tests, personal struggles, and financial hardships, investing time, money, and reputation into building a career from the ground up. Benn's sudden decision to leave for Zuffa boxing is shocking, disrespectful, and opportunistic, highlighting a lack of gratitude and loyalty that is increasingly rare in the sport. While Ben may train harder than most, effort in the gym cannot replace the moral responsibility he owes to the man who created opportunities for him. This split exposes a growing divide between fighters chasing quick financial gain and promoters like Hearn who genuinely back their athletes. Fans can see clearly who stands for loyalty and who stands for money, and this moment only elevates Hearn's legacy while damaging Ben's. If you value loyalty, hard work, and true promoter-fighter relationships, hit that like button, subscribe to stay updated on all the latest boxing drama, and comment below with your thoughts on whether Conor Benn made the right move or betrayed Eddie Hearn.